Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. Again, my name is Jeffrey Davis. I'm the host of the show. And again, I want to thank everybody for their efforts and their contributions in 2019. The show was great. And we've done a lot. We've made a lot of progress, and I'm very proud of that. Our next guest, Bhaskar Rao, and CEO of CodeZinger.
That's right.
I got it. Okay, that's the end of the segment. Now, Bhaskar, tell us about CodeZinger, because I know you had a lot of notes.
Yeah.
You're very thorough, so why read the notes? Just tell me.
Okay. Thank you, Jeffrey, for having me on the show. CodeZinger is actually our brand name. The name of the company is Route Rabbit. And we in Route Rabbit, we have two services. One is the CodeZinger.com software as a service, which is used by computer science faculty to conduct coding practicals. So this is a useful tool for them to be able to streamline the whole process of providing engaging coding practicals to their students when they're learning programming languages. So that's one side of our business. And the other service line that we have is we help early stage and growing companies build their software products. So we have a team of engineers, and we take a concept and bring it all the way to launch and to production. So these are the two services that we offer. Route Rabbit, you can find more information at routerabbit.com.
So can you give me a sense of the typical types of projects you work on and what you do in particular?
Sure. We work on a variety of projects in a variety of domains, healthcare, finance, marketing. So recently we built a social media app which is infused with machine learning and AI to help social bloggers to improve their posts, on Instagram and on Facebook. So we've built this application for the customer, and we've helped them all the way right from the conception all the way to launch, and now they're in production. And many of these early stage companies, they don't have much funding, so they need to be able to get to that point where investors are willing to look at their concept. No, it's no longer possible to just scribble out an idea on a napkin and get funded. Investors now expect you to have already brought the application to a certain stage before they're willing to throw in some serious money. So we are able to help them very cost effectively come to that point. And then, typically they also tend to keep us on their ongoing journey as well.
It's interesting. Yeah, let's get into the Wayback Machine. Give me a sense of your career and how you progressed to this. Were you always an entrepreneur?
For a good period of time, I would say I've been. This is my second company. My earlier company was started in, I think, mid-90s, and that was also a software company that was more focused on manufacturing. At that time, we had built an extension to the Oracle applications, and and I ran that business for about 10 years before we were acquired by Zanet, which is a New York-based public company. Subsequent to that, I started this new software company.
Interesting. So you sold off the other. Did you stay on for a while before you?
Yes, I did. That's typically what they expect you to do, and it makes sense to make sure that they find value in what they have purchased. So I did stay with them before transitioning out of there.
So in Route Rabbit, what are the next goals? What are you working on?
So, we're trying to scale up. I mean, we're working with a lot of small companies, and now we also want to step up and work with mid-sized companies. So, many of the small companies, their engagements are very small, and, it becomes hard to have a pipeline of opportunities. So we'd like to find a more steady stream of business and more recurring revenues. So I'm looking to work with more mid-sized companies and, go down that path for our software development services.
Interesting. That's good. How many people are involved in the company?
So right now we are a team of 24 engineers, and many of our engineers are in India, and that helps us in two ways. One is it helps us manage our costs, and we are more cost effective when we're working with our customers. The other thing is also having them at a different time zone helps maintain a more rapid development. There's enough overlap time to have conversations with the customer, but then they also have enough undisturbed time where they can actually work on building the application without interruptions. So this works out very well for us.
So do you have to go to India frequently?
I do. I visit maybe at least 2 or 3 times a year at the minimum.
Right. Do you find a difference working with Indian staff versus American staff?
Yes, I mean, there are obviously certain cultural issues, but also I think definitely the US work environment is much more efficient. There are fewer distractions, if you set it up properly, you can leverage the offshore team quite effectively.
Right.
So definitely, the productivity-wise, I would say, if you can, if I could, I would have a team out here. Mm-hmm. But the cost difference is so tremendous, and
right.
And right now the competition for software engineering talent is so intense. It's very difficult for small companies to be able to, recruit that talent. So it helps us find talent at least at different places who are.
Everybody's having trouble finding talent in Massachusetts.
Absolutely.
I think 90,000 open jobs. So if you basically have a pulse, you can get work here.
Exactly.
If you want to get a job, unless you're on the Showtime show Shameless and you're just looking to get on the dole. We've been speaking with Bhaskar Rao, CEO of CodeZinger. Let me ask you, if someone's looking for your services, how would they find you?
The best way would be to check us out at routerabbit.com, and there's a contact page and as well as a chat window out there, so you can reach out to us through that. That would be the best way to connect with us.
Great. I want to thank you for being on the show today. I want to thank Nathan Gobes, Chris Gerald, also the producers of the show, Radio Entrepreneurs for 2019. If you've been watching our videos recently, better equipment, better things, more featured shows, special shows, check us out, radioentrepreneurs.com. And if you want to find me, my name is Jeffrey Davis, and you can find me at jdavis@MAGE, M-A-G-E, USA.com. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to MTP Software. And we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more stories.